I apologize if the air conditioning is kind of loud right now, but I am on a break at work and I just wanted to start off this video because I am doing a reading vlog that I am so excited for. I am starting the long-awaited, oh, I'm sitting against a chair in this movie. I am starting the most anticipated read that I've just been kind of excited to read. Seen a lot about it on TikTok, and my friend has been patiently waiting for me to start it so she has someone to talk to about it. I am starting the ACOTAR series. Now this is going to be a reading vlog just for the first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses, and it's most likely going to have spoilers, so I'm going to let you know right now that this is most likely going to be a spoiler warning for the rest of the video. And then I might be doing little mini videos here and there for the other books in the series, but I definitely wanted to do a reading vlog for the first book in the series. Obviously, I heard about it when all of the hype came out and I never got to it. Like, I got the books for my birthday and for Christmas because my sister was giving them to me. And they just have been sitting in my TBR because like I'm trying to get through my shelf. So I finally caught up to these books on my TBR and I'm very excited to start it. Fall's like 2-3 weeks away, so I feel like this is the perfect time to start a fantasy series, and I'm very excited to read this. I've done really well at keeping away from spoilers for the whole series so far. It will come up across my TikTok and I'll just scroll away. The only thing I've really seen is like fan art of the characters, but I don't know who the characters are, but it does help me picture kind of what the Fae are gonna look like, which will be exciting. But I did just start it last night. I read one chapter last night and I'm in the middle of chapter 2 today when I went to work. First impressions so far, I definitely, I gotta remember that it's always a slow build for fantasies to start everything up. The family definitely reminds me, especially the sisters, of the evil stepsisters from Cinderella. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like a Beauty and the Beast kind of retelling, but in that way, the two sisters reminded me of the stepsisters from Cinderella because like they never want to do anything. They're always making sure that Feyre is doing all the work in the house and they never want to like get their hands dirty. And the dad is obviously really frustrating because he just gave up on life and is letting his youngest daughter do everything, which I don't think is okay. Those are just my impressions so far. It's definitely going to be a quick read because like it's honestly going by really fast. Not like a slow build, but it's definitely, you can tell that they need to build the world first. So I'm definitely excited to read the book, but I just wanted to start out and let you guys know I'm doing a reading vlog for the ACOTAR series, and there's going to be spoilers. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, I would click out now. But if you want to see my honest impressions, honest thoughts about the book, keep watching because I'm excited to read it. This is a different angle. I just wanted to update. I read chapter 3 and 4, and yeah, I just wanted to give an update since I read a little bit more. I think I read 3 chapters, probably 4 chapters today because I read up to page 9 yesterday, and I'm probably gonna read all of chapter 5, maybe part of 6, not sure yet for tonight. Feyre just got to choose whether to die or to live in, I believe it's called, also ignore my pronunciation, Prythian. I hope I'm saying that right. But she had to make a choice of, because she killed the wolf, apparently it was a fairy, so a part of the treaty was to either die on the spot or live the rest of her life in Prythian, and she decided to go there. And I was like, honestly, I kind of feared that was gonna happen, but my theory right now is that the wolf that came to like try to kill her is someone like one of the main 2 guy characters that I know are gonna come about. I don't know if it is or not, but that's my theory right now. I also was like a little confused why not like fully confused, but I just didn't understand why her dad was like, don't come back. That was kind of mean. So I figured it will just like help with her leaving, but it still is kind of rude that her dad was like, if they let you go or if you escape, don't come back here, because it's not that she's not wanted, but it's more of like he thinks she can do better. It's just kind of like an odd way to be like, goodbye. That's kind of honestly where I'm at right now. I'm again only on chapter 5 right now, which is page 42. So I'm gonna read a little bit more before I go to bed, and honestly, I'm excited. I think I'm gonna read this book pretty quickly. Update it in a minute. Also, this is like the armrest of my couch, and honestly I can't figure out a good angle to do this at, but I wanted to update y'all since the last time I talked to the camera about my thoughts and everything. I believe that Pharaoh had just been taken from her village and into Phaedron, or yeah, is it Phaedron? Prythian. Again, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing everything correct. Much has happened. I did guess correctly that like the creature that was taking Feyre from her village and into Prythian was gonna be Tamlin. I was correct in that aspect. It's definitely giving me Beauty and the Beast vibes. Again, I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be like kind of like a hint of Beauty and the Beast, like kind of give that kind of vibe. So I definitely see where that is coming from, with her being like a prisoner, but not really. I read quite a bit yesterday. I didn't talk to the camera yesterday, and I read today. I'm now on chapter 15. So far, I'm really loving the banter, like the friendly banter between Feyre and Lucien. And I think I've when I heard that one of the Fae's names was Lucien, I was like, we're doing Harry Potter names now too. I just really love their banter. I kind of just like hope that it will continue as friendly banter and they'll just be like really, really close friends. But knowing how many romance tropes are gonna happen and like just like kind of, I don't know, like I also in my real life, it's just like someone you think is a friend like actually likes you, so maybe that will happen. I don't know, but obviously like she does get like really passionate and very like in love with Tamlin, as it does say on the back of the book. So obviously I know that's gonna happen, but I don't know if like in future books that like how that friendship's gonna continue. But I really like their banter back and forth. It really makes me laugh. They've both encountered the Boge or Boggy. I don't know. I'm gonna put the word on the screen. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. That was terrifying. And then now I'm literally in the seeing the plot where Feyre has now encountered the Naga after talking to the Surreal. Again, I wish there was a pronunciation guide in the back of this freaking book so I can pronounce things correctly in my head, because I know I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. But it's definitely intriguing to like see the different kinds of creatures that are in this world compared to like other fantasy worlds. Like I'm always so interested to see like, oh, is this based off of like myth that like we know, or was this something that the author created in their head? But I'm always so intrigued by how the creatures are like displayed and what they do. I will say I don't know if it will be a true prediction, but like if Feyre has some type of powers that is gonna like fix the blight, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if it's gonna be like one of those like, oh, I never knew I had these powers, but these powers are the exact thing we needed to fix everything. I don't know why I don't like those kind of tropes. Like I would rather have her like have the powers already and like grow into something like that. Kind of like the Shatter Me series kind of is like Juliet already has her powers and like it just grows from there. Like I would prefer something like that, but again, I could just be completely wrong and completely off, but that's where I'm at right now. Again, I'm only on chapter 15, page 135, so I have quite a bit to go. I will also mention, you probably noticed in some of the b-roll that I am reading it on my Kindle now. I have been having these books on hold for like 2 or 3 months now, and quite a few of them had come up as available, but I wasn't ready to read them yet, so I like put it as delivered later, and then finally the ACOTAR book finally came up on Libby. I do prefer bringing my Kindle into work, one because it's lighter, and two, I can like hold it easier and flip pages easier if I'm standing on the train. And then one more thing is that like the book could easily get damaged, like especially a paperback, and I would like it to look nice. So that's all my thoughts for now. I will update you more down the line as I get further into the book. I feel like I am a good quarter of the way through at the moment, so I've read this much and I have that much to go, and I'm so sorry if you hear Radar right now. He is just on the floor chewing his bone very loudly. I don't know how much battery I have on my phone. Also, hi, yes, I did get a haircut, and you'll see in a different video from me getting a haircut, but my hair's short now. Anyway, I read a lot at the salon today because I was there for like 5 hours, so I got a lot of reading in. I have thoughts. I will go over more of them later, but right now I am just finishing up chapter 22. The fact that she feels safe enough to show him her paintings, and he's like jealous is kind of adorable, but also I'm like, you really, I don't know, I'm like back and forth. I'm like, are you sure you want to trust him? Especially after what she did, but maybe she's feeling bold and sexy and powerful, especially after him biting her neck and like wanting her to be the maiden. Yeah, I don't know. I need to read. I just wanted to talk to the camera. I will definitely tell more of my thoughts. I was texting my friend because I forgot to catch her up, and I had some thoughts while reading some earlier parts, but I'm honestly really tired and I just want to finish this chapter before going to bed, so I'm gonna do that. I'm almost halfway through the book now, so that's good. I did get a lot read today. I wanted to give a few updates since I said I was going to, and then I forgot to give updates, but I did read a lot at the hair salon. And I had texted my friend some of my thoughts because of course I've been sending her all of my thoughts while I've been reading the book. I'm continuing to get like a big Beauty and the Beast vibe from the book. I'm pretty sure again that it's like very, very loosely based on that. And I'm loving the bickering, like brother-sister almost vibe between Feyre and Lucien, or Lucien, I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. Really loving that vibe. And I was like, ooh, who is this man? Because it was the summer solstice party. And no, not the summer, that was this morning. It was the spring party that happened, and this man came in. I was like, who's this, who like slightly saves Feyre but also is like not saving her. It was weird. Got introduced to him. I believe his name is pronounced Rysand or Rysand. I will definitely look that up because I know for sure I'm saying the name wrong, but he's definitely scary. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him yet. I just like have this gut feeling that he is not what he looks like and not what he acts like. But there's that. And then there was the summer solstice that I read this morning. And I'm on chapter... I'm on chapter 28 right now. But I just read the summer solstice and nothing... Oh my god. The scene where Feyre is just fucking drunk and dancing around, and then all of a sudden she makes eye contact and realizes the man playing the fiddle or violin, whatever you want to call it in this. I hate that they call it like the fiddle when it's a violin, but whatever. And it's Tamlin, and like just that whole section is... I love it. It gives me the butterflies. I love that. Like, nothing is sexier than making eye contact with a musician while they're playing and you just have that connection. This I should know. So that happened today. And then of course Rysand or however you say his name came and figured out Feyre was there and she was human. And now I'm a little upset. Radar? No, thank you. I'm upset that Tamlin is like, actually, I think what's best for you is to go back to the mortal side of the land and be with your family because you can't be protected here. We all know in every single freaking fairy tale or like any single story, the second the girl is sent back to wherever because the guy thinks she'll be safer there, she's not. She ends up being worse off than if he was actually watching her and like protecting her right at his side. So I have a feeling that that's gonna go south. Oh, and one more thought is that I'm gonna be really pissed if Feyre just all of a sudden get these like magical powers that like can all of a sudden cure the blight or whatnot. I really do not like when stories do that. I would prefer if if she already had the power and then it like she learned and grew it and then was able to cure it, but also I could be just really off and very wrong, but like I really don't like when stories do that. So I guess we'll see. I'm gonna continue reading. I'm hopefully gonna get at least one more chapter in tonight before I go to bed. Maybe 2 or 3. We'll see. Definitely gonna be finishing this book like tonight or tomorrow, for sure tomorrow if I don't finish it tonight because I have like this much left. But there is a freaking sentence in here that I want to read. I'm not gonna show because it's getting a little spicy, but it's just like the wording is just gorgeous. They're kissing, like full on making out right now. Feyre and Tamlin, and the line goes, "Our tongues danced, not a waltz or a minuet, but a war dance, a death dance of bone drums and screaming fiddles." And I'm like, damn, that's poetry right there. I am starting to really like Rysand. I'm never gonna say it right until I can fucking figure it out. But like, the fact that he's so worried about what could happen if Tamlin doesn't believe him, that if he like doesn't believe that he's trying to help Feyre. It's just, oh, it's killing me, and I can tell he likes her a lot, and it's like, it's just killing me inside. It's like the friend that wants it to be more, but it's not gonna happen, at least not right now. But oh boy, he's just, I like can't explain it correctly, but like I know someone exactly like that. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Literally just finished the book. I read like almost 100 pages today. Well, let's start with my thoughts on the ending, and then I'll do my overall thoughts on the book. Radar, drop it. You cannot chew on that while I'm filming. Don't give me that look. Since there's more to the series, I kind of knew Feyre was gonna figure out the tasks and win, but just like actually like having to go through the process of waiting for her to figure out the task to win was just so stressful. I mean, it was nice knowing that like people were definitely there to help her figure out her tasks, especially the second one. I would have died, but like also like the first one, she should have been able to figure that out much faster than she actually did. I got kind of confused when I realized she died, but then she kind of like went into the soul of Rhysand's body. Rhysand's body. And then she became, again, she became a high fae. And I kind of figured something along, like, she would become a high fae because obviously she's going to fall in love with someone, and they wouldn't want her to be immortal because they wouldn't want her to be mortal because she would die, and then she wouldn't be able to live with them for the rest of her life. And obviously people are selfish and want her to be immortal so they can be with their love forever. So I figured at some point in the series she would become at least fae, but the fact that she became high fae and the way that it happened, but like the way she became high fae was so interesting and so and then the cliffhanger when Rhysand, I keep saying his name wrong, Rhysand like goes to leave and then sees something in her and then just like bolts out of there instead of like easily walking away. I'm so confused. Obviously that's gonna be answered in the rest, but okay. Overall thoughts of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't know what it is about like really popular books, but there's like some part of me that doesn't want to like them because they're so popular, because I'm like, I'm always nervous to like read popular books because like people always set up the bar so high that I'm like, what if it's a terrible book and so many people have read it and have like loved it and then you don't like it? So I was really concerned, but I ended up actually really enjoying this. I do admit fantasy is my favorite genre, and I don't have problems getting into world building or any of that. I honestly really enjoy it. I love fantasy books. They are such an escapism and I love it. I'm really excited that I finally got to this series. I think it did really live up to the expectations of the hype. I did give it a 4.25. That's the final star rating for this book, is a 4.25 stars. I just have a feeling that like it could go better from here. And there is just like some things that were like, you could have done better. Like you could, like just the way the characters acted, it was just like, this could have been done better. But maybe because I read it so fast, it was like, okay, it felt like it just like everything happened within a week and not over days. So I wish, like, I don't know, I wish the timeline was also better spread out, so we'll see how that goes in the next book. But I am excited to continue this series. I'm gonna start, I believe it's ACOMAF, so A Court of Mist and Fury is next, and I'm very excited to continue it. I feel like this is gonna be a really good series that I will definitely want to reread again, because I feel like reading it once, and now I can look at the fan art too, because I didn't really like look at fan art because I didn't want any spoilers. Obviously I saw like some fan art before I even started the series, but that was a while ago. But now I can like actually look at fan art because I'm like, I have the way that something was pictured in my head, but I want to see how other people pictured it. And like I was talking with my friend Danny about it, and we were talking about how we've pictured some things, and I definitely want to see how people have pictured some of the dresses that Faye was wearing, because like I had some ideas in my mind and I just like, I need to see it visually. But yeah, I'm really excited to continue the series, and I'm honestly really glad that I finally got around to reading of Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm probably going to be doing an individual reading vlog with all of the books, so they might end up being bonus videos on top of my other videos for the week, just because I just really wanted to devote a video for this book. I'm feeling this is going to be so long, but make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see and follow along with a reading vlog for the rest of the series, as well as if you want to see just like normal non-reading vlogs as I do those too. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you've read ACOTAR and who your favorite character was specifically in ACOTAR. Like if you've read the rest of the series, like if you hadn't read the rest of the series, who is your favorite character? Because right now my favorite character is Lucien. And with that, I am gonna end off this reading vlog. Again, I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.
2, 3, funky.
My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.